Hello, everyone. It's my grace today to be serving spirit in this way. Thank you for having me here today, Jennifer Rose. And I've had a lot of focus recently on rainbows, and it's actually become a bit of a logo for me to have a rainbow, a purple heart, and an angel wing. And I sign off with that with my little emojis. Why rainbows? Think of a rainbow and see if you don't smile. It's almost impossible. They're awe-inspiring, beautiful, magical. They're one of God's gifts to us to just spread all of these different colors in the sky for us. And rainbows really come to symbolize hope, optimism, calm after a storm, good luck, and prosperity, thanks to the leprechauns, planting their little pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. God bless them. They say if you can find the pot of gold, you can stick your hand in there. And I'm working on it. Okay. But uh, what a great time to focus on things that are light and beautiful, because to say these are challenging times is the understatement of the week, wouldn't you say? A lot of people are worried about the entire future of humanity, and there's devastation, natural and man-made, that we're being shown all the time. And these fears can really drain our precious energies. And for each and every one of us, we take our light out into the world, and we don't want that to be diminished. So I like to focus on rainbows today. In the Bible, the story of Noah and the ark, most of you have heard of this, where Noah was instructed by God to build this ginormous boat and get his family ready and get the animals ready two by two. Can you imagine his neighbors poking fun at him, and his wife giving him a bad time, saying, "Noah, have you lost your mind, dude?" But he followed direction, and sure enough, here come the rains. So for 40 days and 40 nights, it rains, and Noah and his family are out in the middle of this water and probably wondering if they're ever going to see dry land again. And finally, a dove comes in with an olive branch in her mouth, and they know land is somewhere close by. And the dark clouds start to break, and what do they see? This wonderful rainbow. And so we've taken that to be God's promise ever since then, of never just wiping the table clean of humanity and starting over. So there's so much hope and optimism connected with this symbol. It reminds me of that saying, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle, right? Don't give up 5 minutes before you reach land. Rainbows also have come to represent unity for the different LGBTQ plus community, for social causes, peace movements, because it takes obviously all the different colors and combines them so beautifully. And we need to hang on to that unity and equality right now, because there are negative forces in this world that are trying to divide us, inspire us to be fearful, and that us versus them mentality is part of that. We don't have to buy into that. We can continue to see the human race as one large family, and united we stand. Yeah. So the last 6 years have kind of played out like a bad movie script. Would you agree? Like, you can't write this stuff. It's just too crazy. But there's new truth and being brought forward, and old lies all being revealed in layers. And we've come to question everything. And I think that's good. I really feel that's a good thing, including the meaning of reality. What is reality? Are we living in the matrix? Are we in, my husband believes we're living in a construct that was squeezed from the atmosphere. He's a Walter Russell follower, and I'm going, wow, that's pretty out there. But honestly, we are free now to question all of this. And I believe the truth is coming out in layers, and it's going to be amazing and surprising. And a lot of it's going to be in our favor and positive. I truly believe that. Meanwhile, there's still joy and beauty all around us. It's a matter of perception. It's a matter of how we look at things, right? As far as the negativity and the fear and the craziness, we're very powerful creatures and we can rise above this. We have at the ready the help of angels, guides, departed loved ones, star beings, ascended masters, and spirit itself. All of that, because we humans are really special. How do you like that? You know, it's easy to look at human beings as, nasty, violent, rather smelly creatures, but we're really magical in a lot of ways too. Okay. I believe we're on the verge of a golden age of peace and prosperity, especially if we can keep our vibration high. Then we're going to have new social structures, new financial systems, and amazing medical technology that's already in existence. This is what I believe, but it hasn't been revealed to us yet. And I believe it's going to be made available to all of us mere mortals. How about that? Okay. In the meantime, as a group, we humans have a growing awareness that we are divine beings, that we are souls inhabiting bodies, not just bodies with a separate soul floating around out there. Oh, come on. No, we're souls driving these vehicles like we drive cars down the street, hopefully a little better. Oh, my goodness. Don't get me started. How do we get through these challenging times? We've got to keep our vibration high and loving. How do we do that? I feel just having a basic spiritual program consistently. Meditation, sitting in the power, contemplation, walking in nature, whatever that means for you, however you connect to source and do that. It's so individual for everybody, right? The connection to nature, I feel, is more and more important because of our gadgets. So the blessing is we get to have this spiritual service on Zoom. We get to connect with people all over the planet, which is so exciting. And the challenging part of it is once in a while, we need to shut off the gadgets, go for a walk in the grass, and remind ourselves that we're children of the earth, not cyborgs. Okay. All right. So coming from oneness and compassion and love, we are reclaiming our roles as powerful co-creators. We're not slaves. We are spiritual beings. And as we're going along doing this, small and large acts of kindness, they bless us, but they also have a ripple effect. We never know how the smallest thing we do for somebody, a smile, a gesture, just recognizing them as a fellow human being, making eye contact. Somebody could be on the verge of giving up, and that one smile you give them changes their minds. That's the power we really have. Don't believe them when they say, oh, you're just another number. That's not it. So taking care of our mental health, physical health, our spiritual health, making sure that we're ready for anything. Speaking of mental health, keeping our stress levels down. And I feel being flexible in our thinking, because we're going to have a lot of new information and a lot of new images thrown at us. And I would just offer this caution, continue to question everything. Don't necessarily believe everything you see. Not in this age of AI, not in this age of Hollywood movies. Look for the man behind the curtain and make sure and check with your gut, check with source. Is what I'm seeing really true, or is this just another danged illusion? Whoa. We humans are close to transformation and ascension. We are not victims, we are volunteers. And I have to remind myself that every time I get frustrated with technology. I signed up to be here in this magical time and space, as we all did, so we can be witnesses to one of the most pivotal and exciting times in history. And I caught the tail end of the hippie era, so I'm going to share with you one of the lyrics from the song Woodstock by Joni Mitchell. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden and watch for that rainbow above us. And I'll leave you with that. Blessings to everyone.